Welcome back, everyone, to Round Recap, where we recap the latest round of Rugby League, and it just so happens to be Magic Round, okay? It just so happens to be one of the best rounds, if not the best round of Rugby League of the year. All right, it's round 9, it's Rugby League. It's pretty simple, all right? We had a couple of good games. There was a few games that kind of let us down for Magic Round, all right? And if you know the channel, you know me, you know the ones we're talking about. But I'm going to keep it short and sweet, guys. I'm going to get straight into it. Sharks versus Eels. Friday night game. We started the round off a little bit pooey, if I'm going to admit. A little bit pooey. I didn't particularly watch this one. I tried my best to watch every single moment from Magic Round. But life responsibilities in that, all right? Couldn't really watch all of this one. And even when I had the chance to watch it, I wasn't really feeling it, okay? Sharks beat Eels. I was honestly under the impression that Parramatta would probably win this one, and I was wrong. Okay? The Sharks were just wanted it a little bit more, it seems. I don't know. Mitchell Moses is still just one man, and Parramatta just don't have all the tools, okay? That's what it seems like, looking in. But it was a good way to start, all right? First game at Suncorp. Yeah, not much else to say about this one. Congratulations to the Sharks. And, Parra might come back. Roosters Dolphins. This game, on the other hand, I really liked. Okay, this was a good game. Both teams played really well. Both teams wanted it. The defense on both teams wasn't the best, all right? That's probably why we're seeing the scoreline we're looking at, 36-26, but a lot of good moments. All right, this was a good game nonetheless. Magic Round was a round for doubles. All right, the first game of the Friday night, Stone Street scores a double. Addo Carr scores a double. Friday night we have Victor Radley with a double. Toya with a double. Who else got a double for the Roosters? Someone else for the Roosters. I can't. Oh, Mark Dawonga Nidawasa, whatever his name is. All right. So 3 doubles coming out of the Roosters. I feel like no one had a triple. I'm not sure if the Dolphins had one. Did the Dolphins? Oh, the Hammer got a double. So yeah, doubles left, right, and centre. All right. But this was a good game. Radley getting a double was not anywhere in my. I did not see that coming. I didn't see Victor Radley scoring a double out of all people. So. But no, this was probably the best of the Friday night too. Okay, yeah. It just had some cool moments. I really liked the Dolphins kit. Yeah, it's a good game. Sandon Smith goes off early in the first half, like very early, like to the point where he scored a -2 on fantasy. So yeah, rip. Not much else to say about this one, though. I don't have much to say about this one either. South Sydney versus Knights. This was shit, but hey, guys, look. It's kind of what I expected, all right? I crunched the numbers and I looked at it in my head. Once Jai Gray went off in the second half, 8 of our 13 starting players weren't playing, were off the field, were injured, all right? Jai Gray, Jamie Humphries, Cameron Murray, Latrell Mitchell, Ravarello, Jack Whiten, Cody Walker. I swear to God I'm missing one. I swear to God I'm missing an individual. But that's still a buttload of players, guys. That's still what's that, 7? That's still a ridiculous amount of our players out. I'm sure I'm still missing one there too. Tyron Monroe, there you go. There's 8. That's brutal, guys. That's brutal. So, it was kind of expected. If I said this in my Punters Playbook, if you guys watched Punters Playbook, you would have heard what I said, alright? I had a sick feeling that Newcastle were going to get this win. But you can't just put a New South Wales Cup side out there and expect us to beat a full-side NRL team, okay? The salary cap does work. The salary cap actually works. And the Newcastle Knights have practically a full-side team. I'm pretty sure they did have a full-side team with some of the best players in the comp. We weren't going to win that, all right? We were never going to win that. And as soon as Jai Gray went off, he seemed to be the only player with a little bit of goal out there and a little bit of strive to win. As soon as he went off, it just got uglier and uglier, all right? But yeah, no, I mean, congrats to the Knights. These NRL teams, if you've got your full side back, if you're playing with a full side, the salary cap actually does work. I know people like to think that, if a team's shit, they're just shit. No, the salary cap actually does work, right? So the Newcastle Knights were eventually going to get a win, and who better to win to than a South Sydney Rabbitohs side with 8 of their starting 13 on the bench? So, yeah, come on. But no, congratulations to Fletcher Sharp scoring a triple on his 21st birthday. That was an omen I probably should have looked into as far as punting goes. Isaiah Tass, he sucks. He scores a poo try in the corner. Just wasn't there for it. Didn't care. To kick off the Saturday at Magic Round, this was really hard for me. All right, I just started drinking profusely. It was just so upsetting, man. We suck without any of our good players. We suck. All right. I need a Jamie Humphries back. I need a Latrell back. I'm pretty sure they're back this week. So, yeah, we might probably still get whacked by the Broncos, but it's what it is. Come on. Up next, Warriors, Cowboys. I got up a lot more for this game. 30-26, still a close game, but exciting nonetheless. A lot of tries out of this one. Luke Metcalf, standout player, huge standout player. I mean, he plays really good footy. I'm pretty sure he scored a double. Don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure he scored a double. Harris Tavita with a try, not a double, just a try. Tom Dearden with a try. I mean, this was a try scorer's delight. There was tries happening left, right, and centre. This was a fun game to watch. I know I don't particularly like these large point margins, but when it's close still, and it's still 30-26, so it's a try apart. That's where it's still entertaining. The Wars are looking really good. Getting a win at Magic Round is a big one, especially against the Cowboys. I think I honestly see the Wars sticking around in the top 5, top 8, and probably playing in the finals because they are looking really good, and they're still missing James Fisher-Harris and Tuivasa-Sheck and one more. I can't even think. Zlesniak. So they're still missing players. Okay, but they're out there beating the Cowboys at Suncorp. Not just beating them pretty convincingly, all right? I really like what I'm seeing out of Luke Metcalf. He's probably one of my favourite players to watch right now. Seriously, Sean Johnson leaves. Who better to try and fill them boots? Not fill them, but try to fill them than Luke Metcalf because he can play football. Up next, Tigers Dragons. I just want to start this one by saying the sewer bet. Okay, for any of you punters playbooks fans out there, the sewer bet was this close, right? We were this close to landing a sewer bet. We were so close, in fact, the ball was over the line. It just fell out of Jaden Sewer's slippery little hands. It was hard to watch, man. If you guys were back in the sewer bet like I was, right? If you had the money that I had on a sewer bet, you'd be upset as well, all right? But it's rugby league and it's simple sometimes. No, that was not simple. Jaden Sewer just, he screwed all us Fighting Field Insights fans out of money. He's across the line with the ball and just lets it go. It just looks like he lets it go, okay? I don't know. I can't blame him. Nerves are high. It's Magic Round. The stands were just heaving, all right? They were just going ballistic. All right, third game at Magic Round on Saturday night and that. So, but the sewer bet, it was looking good up until then. Rest in peace, the sewer bet. I don't think any of my outlandish bets got anywhere near that one. So, but the Tigers win this one, guys. If you didn't know, Tigers won. So, congratulations to the Tigers. I did kind of see it coming, but I also at the same time I was like, so unpredictable. But it was a good win. If Jaden Sewer scored that try, we probably would be looking at something a little bit different. But it is what it is, guys. It is what it is. I will say, from also in another punting standpoint, all right, Tyrell Sloan, you're blacklisted. Clint Gutherson, you're blacklisted. Score tries, guys. Score tries. No, this was a good game. This was honestly, I think when the draw came out for the games this year and everyone's seen this is the third game on Magic Round, Saturday night, I think everyone was a little bit like, screw the face up, what the fuck's this? Dude, it was actually a really entertaining game. Once again, some higher scoring games, but they're still close. They're still like really close. Close game. Won't even talk about that. Close game. Like they were all close games. Even the Parramatta one, you could argue, was close there for a while. But yeah, no. Saturday night, game 3. It's a good game. It was a great game. Okay. Yeah, shout out Jaden Stewart. Just work on holding on to the ball next time. So Sunday, kicking us off for the Sunday game. There was a lot of sore heads out there for this one. Titans versus Bulldogs. Fairly certain we all knew this was the way it was going to go. Even though Bulldogs aren't the highest try-scoring team, okay, I did expect them to just, sort of stack it on the Titans. 38-18. Great game, guys. Great game. Jake Kiraz with a triple. The Titans, they hung in there. Bo Firma for a double 2 weeks in a row, I'm fairly certain. So, there was some big moments in this game. I don't have too many takeaways, okay? It was just to kick us off. Montoya, you're also blacklisted, bruh, score a try. But yeah. It was a Sunday game. This was the first game of Sunday. So everyone had sore heads. No one was really here for it, if I'm going to be honest. But I am getting a little bit sick of talking about the Titans being consistent. I'd like to eventually see them win a game. I think this week could be their week against Newcastle, but you never know. They might just continue to just be shit. David Fafita was probably the big storyline in this game, not playing. He'd been axed. The Doggies picking up, a good win. A good winner. The Doggies' first win at Magic Round, I'm fairly certain. Out of 6 Magic Rounds played, this is their first ever win. So, congrats to the Doggies. But yeah, not much else to say about this one, guys. Sorry if you're a Doggies fan or a Titans fan. You want me to do a deep dive into the weeds on your favourite team, okay? It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. They need to do more to entertain me. The Doggies will get their deep dive next week when they play Canberra. Thursday night game. Heard of it. Penrith Panthers versus the Broncos. And I picked this one, guys. I picked this one. I'm fairly certain if you go back and check Punters Playbook, I picked Penrith Panthers to win this, okay? Had a sick feeling. All right, Penrith Panthers tend to win it at Suncorp. A few cool moments in this one. A nice eerie flashback to 2023. Nathan Cleary, doing a bit of pushing his way through the line. Doing a bit of Magic Round-esque stuff to get his way over the line and scores a mirror image try from 2023 in the grand final. So, and I think that just rattled the cage of the Broncos. Oh, and they all just started crumbling. He's back. He's back. No, this was a good game. Milky Bar Kid scores a double. Fairly certain that's the Milky Bar Kid's first try of the year. So shout out to Thomas Jenkins. Yeah, the Broncos just look like they look like poo, right? Whenever they get that ball up in Penrith attacking 20 or attacking 10, they looked like poo, man. It looked like none of these players had played with each other before. Like the defense wasn't flowing, it wasn't quick moving. It just looked like they were overthinking it. Like they were preparing for like a Penrith Panthers from like 2023 or 2022, like when the Penrith Panthers were just this defensive monster. It looked like they were just trying all these like trick plays and stuff. It looked like they were just overthinking it, when in reality they might have just been able to play normal, simple, swing the ball, score a try rugby league, but they didn't. Alright? They kept like cutting back in and then hitting square, and then they'd swing a few times and they'd cut back in, and it was just confusing. It was hard to watch. All right, one try in 80 minutes off a Reynolds boot, it's poo. It's poo. Even though it was Dozer, right? I had Dozer and a multi. Even though it was Dozer, it was still poo. And the Penrith Panthers just looked so much better, right? They just did. The start of the game, it was looking like the Penrith Panthers were about to get just Vossi bopped. But no, I mean, they held their own. They started looking like the Penrith Vold in that second half, end of the first half. And 32-8, this is a fair scoreline for what this game looked like from the Brisbane Broncos. Failing to pass the ball properly, just overthinking their attack. And that just led to them conceding tries because they weren't putting enough points on the board. But a good co-main event for a Sunday. This game was really good. It was really good. So, Papali'i, you are also blacklisted. Score a try, bro. Melbourne Storm versus Canberra Raiders, the main event of the Sunday. This is 3 Sundays in a row, guys. I just want to let you know it's 3 Sundays in a row, okay? That we have had tooth and nail biting, to the edge rugby league games, all right? 2 weeks ago, Parramatta Tigers. Yeah, we didn't go to Golden Point, but it was damn close. Right? Yeah, it was damn close. It was a close game. It was a nail biter, and it had huge moments. Last week, Cronulla Tigers goes to Golden Point. Nail biter, tooth and biting the teeth, freaking out. Who's going to win? And then this week, a magic round. 2 of the heavy hitters, top 4 sides. Storm and the Raiders. I didn't see it going this way, guys, I'll be honest. I thought it'd be a good game. I didn't think it'd be another Golden Point on a Sunday, and it was, and it didn't disappoint. I'm almost starting to think that NRL's scripted, because how do you get this at Magic Round out of these 2 teams? What a moment. And the Canberra Raiders win it. Alright, I know I didn't... I'm not confident if I picked Canberra Raiders in Punters Playbook. I'm fairly certain I didn't, but if I did, shout out to me if I did, okay? But no... this was such a great game. I want to point out the try from Suafalongo and Ryan Pappenhausen in the first half. That was some of the best rugby league I've ever seen. Suafalongo, whenever he plays, man, he is so entertaining to watch. Like, so entertaining to watch, okay? Just the way he just the way, he gets out there, he just looks like he's got spiders on him. No one wants to touch him. He just looks like he's making effortless line breaks. He just runs the ball with such ease, right? Makes it look easy. And he just goes around. He just goes around a whole Melbourne defensive side. Just goes around him. Like, hey, bro, you can't do that. But he did it. Just goes around him. Starts running with the ball. Sort of looks like the walls are closing in on him. The Melbourne Storm walls. And he just puts a full sprint. If I try to do this, okay, I'd do my ACL, I'd fall over, and I'd face plant through the turf. Okay? Suafalongo running full sprint, puts a chip in. Not just a chip, like a great chip, like a well-weighted kick. Off the boot. Dude. With perfect accuracy. Almost lands. Just not almost, it did land perfectly in Ryan Pappenhausen's arms. Like he was cradling a baby, bruh. Like he was cradling a newborn, bruh. Without any... Suafalongo could have, Tom Brady thrown a baby, and Ryan Pappenhausen's under it. Come to pop up. Just catches it with ease, bruh. Underneath the post. It was mind-blowing stuff. Literally blown stuff. So Suafalongo and Ryan Pappenhausen, the cradle the baby kick. That's what we're calling that, the cradle the baby kick. That was one of the best rugby league tries I've ever witnessed. Just the perfection of it. You got Suafalongo running full sprint to kick that baby, and then you got Ryan Pappenhausen running at full sprint to perfectly catch the baby on his chest. Perfectly catch that baby and rock that baby to the try line. Seriously, crazy stuff. But then you had KO Weeks come back in the second half, I'm pretty sure. Put in his own chip and chase and score a try. So it was kind of like come on, guys. 2 can play out that game. This was a great game. And then to go to Golden Point and Melbourne Storm make an error, and Jamal Fogarty kicked it for the win. This is seriously, this season's gearing up to have some huge moments. I really hope these two teams especially can stay in form and stay up there in that top four, top six region, you know, so we can see this game again and have the same level of hype around it. Because this was good. This reminded me of a Penrith Storm. Like, just the Canberra Raiders, I keep saying it, they are just so entertaining to watch this year. So entertaining to watch. And I think as long as they keep showing up for these big games, they'll keep on winning. It's when if they fall asleep behind the wheel when they play like who they lost to? Who'd they lose to? They almost lost to Cronulla, but they won that. Like Manly? Yeah, Manly's a big side, but this year they're not looking great. So I feel like the Canberra Raiders kind of showed up for that with that mindset. Like, oh, they're not that great. And then they got beat. I don't know who else they lost to. They lost to someone else, but besides the point. That's it, guys. Manly had the bye. That was Magic Round. All right, so there was some truly magical games. Close game. Close game. Close game. Close game. Four of the eight games were close games. So, I mean, it was good. It was a good round. It was a good round. There was just this game really let me down. I'm gonna be honest. This was, at the start of the video when I said there was some poo games. This is the one I'm talking about. All right, this was poo. If it was a full strength Rabbitohs side, full side Knights team, it would have been really a lot better to watch. But it wasn't. It was poo. Right? It was just a humping. So anyway, yeah, great round of footy. Game of the round, obviously, guys. We won't even dwell on it. It's Melbourne Storm versus Raiders. So congratulations, Storm and Raiders. You guys are the Fighting Field Insights game of the round. Round 9, Magic Round. You guys are the Magic Round winners. Player of the round. All right. Player of the round, guys. Player of the round, I'm going to have to go with... Ooh. Who do I want for my player of the round, guys? Nathan Cleary had a good game, all right? It's one of the first times we could sort of say that this year. He had a good game. He played really well. Pretty sure he kicked 2 40-20s, or kicked one and then came close to the others. I'm going to go Nathan Cleary, player of the round. It was honestly a toss-up between him and Metcalf, but I think just as a, Metcalf had a double and had some big moments, but I think Cleary just sort of, try 40-20, setting stuff up. Just looked like the Cleary of old. I'm going with Nathan Cleary, Fighting Field Insights, player of the round, round 9. Magic round winner. So, congratulations, Cleary. If this was 2024, you probably would have made this list. You probably would have won this award nearly 4 times already. But it's 2025. It's round 9, and you've only just won the Fighting Field Insights Player of the Round award for round 9. So, congratulations. Congratulations. It's a very prestigious win to win a Magic Round, to win that award at Magic Round. So, congratulations, Nathan Cleary. We'll get that medal, get it ready for you. All right? Add that to your trophy shelf, bro. But that's it, guys. That's all we got. We are now officially out of the single-digit rounds. We are into the double digits. It's round 10 next week. We got some heaters here. We got Parramatta and Dolphins at Combank. That's a winnable game for Mitchell Moses, right? But the Dolphins have been looking good. Newcastle Knights versus the Titans at the Kingdom. The Bunnies are back. Yeah! We're back at a core stadium. We're back in sacred ground. Fuck Suncorp, okay? We are back, right? We're back at sacred grounds. We're playing the Broncos. Yeah, we're probably going to lose, but we might have Jamie Humphries back. We got Latrell back, okay? Yeah! All right, Canberra Raiders are playing the Bulldogs. This is a Saturday night game. My apologies. This is going to be really good, guys. This is and then it's followed by a Waz Dragons game. Like, come on. At Wynn Stadium, Wollongong, baby. The Gong. Volkanovski. Raiders Doggies, that's a great game. And the Dragons Warriors is also a great game. And then, oh my God, sorry, the Cowboys Penrith is then the last game. My bad, guys. My total bad. That is that's a bit of an oopsie from me. Cowboys Penrith is the main event. That's pretty good. And then Sunday we've got Storm Tigers. Storm are going to be a little bit pissed off and looking to get this win. And then the main events. a rematch between Sea Eagles, Manly Sea Eagles, and the Cronulla Sharks. So round 10's a good round. Round 10 is actually a really great round. All right, I like this round. I'm excited. I'm really hoping the Rabbitohs are going to win. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next episode of Round Recap. But I'll see you before then. I'll see you at Fight IQ, and I'll see you at Punters Playbook. But yeah, enjoy your week, and Jai Great, please come on the show.